The young dwarf, tending to the stew, looks up, startled, as he sees your approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs! And make sure our new cooks don't run off. Help, please! Help! Ah! One of the bandits gives Tenfirth a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Okay. Darn it, we botched that. Or did we? Yes, we did. Okay, I think... Let's try to get him. Or the bandit. I don't know. Oh, fuck. Wow, at least we got one. So that's good. You do what you do. Blinding, 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 blinding. No, actually... that doesn't work. Get that one. Quickly. Okay, next one. Let's try... Whisper of Treason again. Yes. Okay, let's heal up. Gaunt's Pledge. Or... 24. Yeah, let's... Gaunt's Pledge. Very fast. Blinding? Blinding seems like the way to go. Yes. He's not blinded anymore. Let's do it again. I seriously like the cipher. This was actually awesome. I think that went well. Oh, we got a hood. Hello. And a cape. Okay, we got daggers, slash damage. Yes. Keep one dagger. What else there is? Hunting bow. Mead. Sweet and thick mead is a favorite among adherents and continues to foster the tradition of pairing light-hearted evenings with unbearably heady mornings. Yep, +1 damage reduction for 300 seconds. Let's keep that. Fruit. +5 max endurance for 300 seconds. The wooden fruits include the imported sunreed staple of Adirian orchards, and the common pear, though Valian figs are quite popular among the wealthy. And what's Swef? That's probably a drug. Remove, yeah, Swef Crash, plus 15 attack speed for 600 seconds, plus 0.5 move speed, okay. -4 resolve though, oh that's bad. Swaf can be traced back to provisioners in the Vailian republics, where the markets for the plant in question enjoy a rapidly rising demand. Most commonly chewed or inhaled, Swaf is infamous for the near catatonic state even, in which it often places its adherents. Those who use it claim that the drug gives them a sense of urgency and meaning. lost when the effects fade. More colorful accounts claim that the drug allows one to look with themselves and witness the sight of within themselves. That makes more sense. And witness the sight of their own soul. Okay. Let's put it in the stash. Let's see. We change the stiletto for the dagger to give us a bit more variety in damage, as well as set us for the what was it called? The ability. Yes. Later on, the focus on noble weapons. What else? Ooh, loot. Vegetable. Varied collections of celery, carrots, and other common vegetables. Oh, hello. That's a rod. Pierce or slash damage. Rice, meat, poultry. Oh. Ah, yes, by the way, there's cooking in this. So you can cook your own food.
Good day, stranger.
By the flame! Thank you! Thank you, thank you! I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pasca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. You have earned a reputation. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach, and will affect how members of that group respond to you. In some cases, friends or enemies of those groups will also react to your affiliations. Helping a group will increase your positive reputation with that group. Harming a group will increase your negative reputation. It is possible to have a mix of positive and negative reputation with a group if you help and harm them in equal measure. That makes sense, I guess. And, okay, that's our daily good deed. I feel good. I feel good saving that dwarf. So we shall probably head to Gilded Vale. Will take 8 hours to complete your journey. Yes. There we are, in Gilded Vale. Let's see what this is about. Ooh. Okay. It seems to have problems. Yeah, that's dire.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
He glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. I might reconsider your lord's offer.
Nonsense. Gilded Vale is a perfectly suitable village for those who respect the Lord's decrees. Besides, you won't find a better offer anywhere else in the Deerwood these days, and you look as if you could use a fresh start.
He looks around at the town, his face a mask of sober contentment.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What's a Hollowborn child? What are you talking about, exactly?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Raderick has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
By killing the parents? Not... okay.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
He steps to the side and inclines his head ever so slightly towards the deformed tree.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Raderick's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Yeah, let's... don't tell him that. You said something about Hollowborn and Waidwin's legacy before. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon the Deerwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper. Children, born without a soul. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Waidwin's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Redrick's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart, he nods. If you have any other question, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. Yes, I did. He regards you carefully. You want to mind where you mention that? Trespassing on Engwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People would try anything these days. Barath, have mercy. We certainly have. Do I tell him? I mean, it's probably good if the authorities know about this, so... yeah, I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a bivouac. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you'd been that close to a bivouac, you wouldn't be standing here. Yeah, but I've been feeling strange ever since this close encounter with a bivouac. Is there someone in town who could help?
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Raderick, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
They hanged the animancer because he couldn't find, or she couldn't find, a cure to a disease that's been, well, ravaging the lands for nearly 15 years. Okay.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay, goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
Stillborn or Hollowborn?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Urgid looks out toward the east, his expression unreadable. He blinks slowly and turns his attention back to you.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
How ironic. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. What happened exactly? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Bareth must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Okay, farewell. Let's not threaten him. He's unpleasant enough as it is. So, can we strange through the pockets of the Animancer? Probably not. Oh, it's this. Scattered between the roots are bracelets of twine and bead. Wilting flowers and notes half erased by the remains. Okay, let's loot this, what's that? Blood moss, that's good. Well, there's a cellar here. Who are you? Adair?
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
A strange way to talk about your dead. He looks up at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there now, it seems like. No right way to talk about it. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Okay, so he's of no help. So villages. Let's have a look at the map. Aloth. Okay, the Blackhound Inn. Road west. Ofra's house. Ingrid's house. Windmill. Road east. Black Hammer Smithy. And the road south. And that's the Temple of Eothas. Oh. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hands for calm, his face partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
Everyone calm down. Whatever this is about, I'm sure it's an overreaction. One of the other men glares at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. We're humble folk, but we're no fools, like he thinks. Mocking us while he shelters in our village. We don't take that kind of talk from foreigners, especially not Adirans.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
The second man thrusts his chin at the elf. He stinks of sour ale.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
What the heck just happened? Wow, oh, okay, calm down.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
What the fuck is this?
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
Plants his feet, something surely and raw flickers through his eyes. Okay. 2 personalities?
That's where you're wrong.
The elven woman draws a blade. Oh, okay. I don't think attacking him is such a good idea. Oh, that's probably good. The 3 drunks scowl at you. Why is that? Intellect. If someone's baiting you as obviously as he is, it's generally wisest to walk away. He's reaching for something, because you'll have me to deal with. Let's intellect it. They look at each other. One of the men gives the other 2 a warning shake of his head before turning to you. We're done for now, but this one better watch his step around here, because we're not going anywhere. With a final scowl at the elf, he turns to leave. And this is bound to get interesting. Okay. As the 3 stumble away, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Actually, that was fun.
Then I can't imagine you lack for entertainment in these parts.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath, it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Okay.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. I mean, half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
A Buick.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Or all the luck in the world. Okay, so, what are you doing in Gilded Vale exactly? You don't strike me as the kind of guy that would plow a field.
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Ah, yes. And you? I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town. Ah, okay, I see. His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. Okay, just how did you manage to cross those 3 drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Well, you did tell that one man to go fuck his sister. Ah, that! He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell him, they misheard me. Happens all too easily after a few pins, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing. For just a moment he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak he forces a tight smile. biting his lip so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Okay, you don't exactly look like a settler. Exactly.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Agreed. Okay, I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Yeah, so do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Oh, we made a new
Hey
friend.
there.
A crazy elf. Oh, well. So, let's... Well, the arsehole, that one back there, pointed us to the inn, and I believe this is the inn? The Black Hound Inn. Yes, it is. The Black Hound Inn. Let's have a look around.
Sure.
Pascal. Pascal, the name... 10... Ah, yes! We get a reward. Right?
Welcome.
Hello, and welcome to the... The innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you. Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favourite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So, what would you like? I'd like to know more about the Black Hound, actually. Really? Well, let's see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. And we get experience. Nice. Tenfrith's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back again in no time. So I take it he's a good cook. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner, well, up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound? It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please, sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by way of a good meal today, she sighs. Unless you're fond of cold porridge. I could use some reliable help. Do you know of anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have a certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone, I'd be happy to send them your way. Let's see what I have to work with. Level 1 adventurer. Oh, we don't have the money. So yes, you can recruit custom-made adventurers. They will be a level below you, however. Okay, let's see. These are the rooms. The common room for 0 copper pieces. Inns allow characters to rest without using camping supplies. Cheap rooms are usually available, but if you have copper to spend, you may consider the more expensive options. The bonuses they provide last for a long time and affect the entire party. Lasts for 2 rests, plus 2 resolve. Lasts for 2 rests, plus 1 perception, plus 1 mechanics. This one is pretty good. The other one, however, not too bad either. Plus 1 mechanics for the entire group. I only need to hire a rogue as I believe there is not a single rogue as pre-made character in the game. At least I haven't encountered one in the past. There may have been a few new ones. What's this? Retain a character's retrain character. Oh, we can retrain them. That, yeah, I believe that's new. I don't know. Party management, okay. From the party management screen you can see what your allies are up to when they aren't in the party. If you assign them to adventures, you can see how long it will take for them to complete their assignment. Recalling a companion or adventurer from a mission before it is completed will forfeit all of the potential rewards for that assignment. So I can send them on adventures. Okay.
Gods keep you.
Let's see what she has for sale. We need to give him the cloak. And what else? I mean, we can... Let's sell one of the hatchets. We might keep 2 daggers for our for our rogue as soon as we are able to hire one, and a hunting bow maybe. The sword maybe for Aloth or Aloth. Aloth was his name. Whether we can sell that one, the hatchet, one dagger, another dagger. We may keep the stiletto for now. The rod. We have to see what Aloth has in use right now. Hatchet, another hatchet. Let's sell the mace as well. Do we sell the sword? I don't know. Leather armor. Do have a lot of leather armors. Probably keep the scale armor for now. Let's keep one of each. And these are different looking, I believe. Yeah, let's keep them for now. There's another cloak. Helmet, maybe. Let's keep them for now. I believe we can't sell the wolf hide. Right? I think there's no actual use for it. Anything we might want? Not right now, though. Maybe something to eat. Pearlwood chicken. Plus 10 max endurance, plus 2 constitution. Okay. Ixamital rice pan. Rautai sweet pie. Ale plus 2 damage reduction, plus 1, but for double the time. Let's get some ale for the way. Some cheese. Plus 10 maximum endurance. Let's do that. Potion of minor regeneration. We do have plenty of those. Milk. Bit of pearlwood chicken. Okay, trade. Oh, I leveled up. Okay, let's see. Another point in lore, maybe? Well, definitely athletics. And stealth and survival? Yeah, that seems like the way to go. Okay, oh, we get 2 new powers. Amplified thrust bounces psychic energy harmlessly off the target and onto the closest nearby enemy, causing pierce damage and violently pushing them backward. Okay. Range 5 meters plus 3-meter jump. It targets an allied target and 1 foe. The foe target will take a lot of damage. 3-meter push. What? Does it do this 2 times? Bounces psychic energy harmlessly off the target and onto the closest nearby enemy, causing pierce damage and violently pushing them backward. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Mental blinding. Overwhelms the target's mental ability to communicate with its own body, paralyzing it and causing its soul to emit a shockwave that can leave nearby enemies stuck. Mental binding. Paralyzed. A paralyzed target can't take any action. Their dexterity is set to 0, and the reflex and deflection are reduced by 40. Overrides stunned, stuck, and prone. Okay, that's the target, and the AoE, let's say 2.7 meter radius. Stuck. Stuck characters are rooted, able to act but unable to leave their current location. Dexterity is reduced by 2, accuracy is reduced by 5 for all sources. Reflex and deflection are reduced by 20. So that is rather nice as well. Mind Blades. Co-opts the target's essence, generating a slashing blade of force that attacks them before leaping to up to 5 additional targets. Up to 5? Okay. Foe target, that's a 10-meter range plus 10-meter jump. 5 jump targets, interrupt, okay. So the foe target takes 20 to 31 slash damage. And every jump target takes 18 to 29. Ooh. I think that's a good one. Phantom foes. Invades the minds of targets in the area of effect, causing them to believe they are surrounded by phantom foes, leaving them flanked for the duration. Flanked. Deflection is reduced by 10. Oh. That's a minor debuff, but still pretty nice, and it lasts for 26 seconds. And Frightened. Whoa. Resolve and Dexterity are reduced by 2, and Accuracy is reduced by 10. What the? Psycho-Vampiric Shield. The Cypher uses the target's strength of mind against it, stealing a portion of its resolve in order to better deflect incoming attacks. Target drains minus 10 resolve. Wow. Resolve reflects the character's yes, okay. For 25 deflection for 26. Wow. Yes. That's a good one. They are all very, very good. Recall Agony. Causes the target to relive the psychic trauma of an injury moments after receiving it, experiencing the damage all over again. Foe target. 30% of all damage reapplied over 15.6 seconds. Okay. So this is more effective the more damaged a character is. So, okay, I think we take Mind Blades, which is a good one. It's only slash damage though. And then Psycho-Vampiric Shield. I mean, metal binding is still good, and amplified thrust is also pretty good. What do we have here? I'd like to see what we already got. We got the shockwave thing, which we need a friendly character for. Oh, I think that should do. Psycho Vampiric Shield is pretty good, and Mind Blades, that's a pretty good AoE. Okay, let's take it. And we get no abilities this time. However,
Hail and well met.
to hire some help. Yeah, now we would be able to take a level 2 adventurer as we leveled up. That, however, costs another. That costs 500
Yeah?
copper points. Copper pieces, even. I don't have that right now. Maybe we'll be able to. No, we don't. Nah, let's not do that. However. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. The party has gained a recipe for savory pie. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty, may serve you well for your travels. Yes, first of all, you need that one. Oh yeah, okay, we can stay like that. Or do we... I think this looks better. Yeah. The hood doesn't do a thing. Pearlwood chicken. We basically keep that around. Let's give him all our stuff here, our food. He also gets to use the scrolls, maybe? Let's keep the torch. This one can go into stash. And the lockpick. I think they work now from the stash, but I'm not sure. Let's do it anyway. Okay, I keep the food. You keep the beer. Or actually, I keep the beer. You keep the food. There you go. There's still some more food inside the stash. What's this? Sculder meat. Both stringy and slimy, making it palatable to few in its raw form. Yeah. However, crafting. Food. Duke's own beef loaf. Ooh. Plus 10 max endurance, plus 2 might for 300 seconds. That is quite good. Ixamitl rice pan. Pearlwood chicken. And stew. Plus 1 dexterity, plus 1 perception. The beef loaf is, I think, a bit better. Let's craft one of those. And we might still... Pearlwood chicken? Yeah, let's craft that one. Spoons hang by the fire, coated in brownish gunk. Okay. By the way, what level is he?
Yes?
Should be level 2, right? Ah, yes, I wanted to look at what he got here. A scepter and a rapier. I think he can keep the rapier. Right click for details. Let's see what his grimoire has to say. Minor letters, minor missiles. Archimed's dazzling lights overwhelms anyone in the area of effect with a brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. We got our blinding thing for that. I think more magic missiles. Whoa. Ah, I totally forgot. Okay, yes. The way this works, I believe... Let's see. I think... he can cast them whenever he wants. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Ah, no, he's 3 spells available right now. And the grimoire simply... let's take the wizard's double, or double. Wizards have the ability to learn a staggering number of spells, but they are always limited by the capacity of the grimoires. At any given time, a grimoire may only contain 4 spells of each level. Click on a spell in the right panel to remove it from the grimoire. Add spells to empty slots by clicking on the spell in the left panel. Yeah, the way... I thought for a moment it worked like Baldur's Gate, but no. I was wrong about that.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, we may loot that. So we do. Villagers, all in server, drunkard. Oh, that's a scroll of Fan of Flames. And we got Development of a Crucible Knight Part 2, Senior Ranks. Commander and Forge Master. Once a path is chosen, the knight's life is spent training in his preferred discipline. The pomp and formalities that surrounded his life up to this point are all but gone. The training is far more rigorous and there is less ceremony to mark his progress. For most knights, commander, body or forge master soul are further than they will ever advance. The training of a knight at this level, while almost exclusively in the discipline he has chosen, is still rounded out with instruction from the other. A knight is not truly a knight if he does not have full breadth of knowledge. When he passes from Justicar to Commander, the knight is given a blue cape to wear with his plate armor. When a Templus rises to the position of Forge Master, he is presented with a white cloak. Master and Crucilar. After time spent training, an elite knight that shows true leadership potential and promise is elevated to the next level. A knight of the body becomes a marshal, and a knight of the soul becomes a crucilar. At this point, he is in command of a small group of knights, commander, forge master, and below. He is responsible for the recruitment, initiation, and advancement of new squires. Many knights do not want to advance to this level and beyond because the role becomes less hands-on and more advisory. Marshals are known by their purple capes, while crucilars are distinguished by a gold cloak. Lord Justicar and Grand Templus. The marshal, or crucilar, that shows true and effective command over the knights in his keeping may be offered the position of Lord Justicar of the body, or Grand Templus of the soul. Truly a command position, a knight that accepts one of these roles will be removed from the front lines. Because of this, it is only the most dedicated leaders that take either of these positions. Lord Marshal and Grand Crucilar. There is not a single knight that oversees the entire group. This responsibility is split between the Lord Marshal, for the body, and the Lord Crucilar, for soul. Any knight that advances to this position does so only with the support of the knights as a whole. He must be nominated and selected by a majority of the knights. Once in the position, he is there for life. The Lord Marshal or Lord Crucilar may step down from his post if he so chooses, but that is only to retire from the life of a knight. The stress and responsibility of this position is such that many refuse it, even if they are capable of handling it. Lord Marshals and Crucilars are well known and generally respected throughout the land, not just within the knights. Interesting.